Okay, let's unpack this. We're diving into Google's new Gemini CLI today.
Right, the command line interface.
Exactly. It's basically an AI assistant for developers, but it lives right in the terminal. Our mission, as always, is to pull out the key insights from the sources you've gathered for us.
Sounds good.
So what immediately jumps out, I think, is how this tool puts these powerful AI models directly into a developer's natural habitat, the terminal.
Yeah, that's the core idea.
It's not just about convenience, is it? It feels like a more fundamental change.
Yeah.
You're interacting with AI using, plain English without ever leaving your coding workflow. It's almost like typing L's or CD.
That's a good way to put it. And the significance, well, strategically, this looks like a major play by Google.
Hmm.
They're trying to really capture developer attention in what's becoming a very crowded market for AI coding tools.
So this isn't their only tool in this space.
No, not at all. It joins their existing things like Gemini Code Assist and Jules. But the CLI, it's a direct response, I'd say, to tools like OpenAI's Codex CLI or Anthropic's Claude Code.
Okay.
It's Google saying, we believe the future of this is local, right where you code.
And the timing seems pretty deliberate too, doesn't it? Coming out now, especially with Gemini 2.5 Pro gaining traction since, what, April?
Absolutely. That model's popularity has already boosted other platforms, third-party ones like Cursor or GitHub Copilot.
Right.
So Google seems to be thinking, okay, let's create our own direct channel right into the terminal.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though. Based on what I read, it's not just about coding, is it?
No, definitely not. And that's fascinating. It's much broader.
Tell us more about that.
Well, you can apparently use it for tasks completely outside of typical coding, like generating videos using their VO3 model
From the terminal.
from the terminal, or creating these quite comprehensive research reports with something called the Deep Research Agent. It even taps into Google Search for real-time info.
Wow.
And it supports connections to MCP servers, that's Model Context Protocol, so you can hook it up to external databases.
So it's moving beyond just a coding buddy.
Exactly. It's aiming to be more like a comprehensive project assistant, all within that command line.
What's fascinating here is that breadth.
Hmm.
Is there a risk maybe it tries to do too much, or is that versatility the main selling point for developers?
That's the gamble, I think. Google's betting big on versatility, and they're making it easy to try.
How so?
Well, first off, they released it under the Apache 2.0 license that's very permissive, encourages people to jump in, contribute on GitHub, open source.
Okay, lowering the barrier there.
And the usage limits are, frankly, huge. They're offering 60 requests per minute and up to 1,000 per day for free.
1,000.
Yeah. They mentioned that's roughly double what they saw average users doing during testing, so cost isn't really an obstacle for most developers to just try it out.
But that brings us to maybe the elephant in the room, developer trust.
Ah, yes. That's crucial.
We know there's skepticism about AI tools in general, right?
Absolutely. You look at the Stack Overflow survey from 2024, only something like 43% of developers said they really trust AI tool accuracy.
Less than half.
And other studies, they've shown these code gen models can sometimes introduce bugs or miss security flaws. It happens.
So even with this powerful tool, Google has to overcome that caution.
Exactly. They're making it super accessible, super powerful, but they know they need to build that trust. This feels like an effort to meet developers where they are, integrate smoothly, despite those, acknowledged challenges. This raises an important question about how developers will actually adopt it day to day.
So what does this all mean? Wrapping up, Google jumping into the terminal AI game with Gemini CLI, it feels like a pretty significant step.
I think so.
It's about deeply embedding AI help right into that core coding workflow, offering something powerful that runs locally. It lives right where the work gets done.
Yeah. And if we connect this to the bigger picture for a moment, maybe a final thought for you listening.
Okay.
Consider this trend of locally integrated AI. It's starting strong with developer tools like this, but think about how it might reshape AI assistance in other areas, other professional jobs, maybe even just daily tasks.
Beyond coding.
Way beyond. What could this kind of direct, always available, integrated AI mean for your own work or your interests? It might just be a glimpse into how we'll all interact with AI and automation down the line. Something to think about.